Is Mouse PI for Hire a good boomer shooter? I'm Mid-Softing, and I'm doing short and quick reviews of FPS games, telling you what's good and bad about them without attaching a numerical rating to it. Because honestly, I don't want to hear about it being too high. If you know anything about me, and you definitely don't, I'm a simple man. Give me a fun FPS with fun gun to shoot and fun jumpies, and I'm in heaven. The gameplay of Mouse PI for Hire is everything you need from a boomer shooter. Nothing more, nothing less. You're given a wide array of weapons, ranging from your run-of-the-mill shotgun and James gun to your handheld cannon and chainsaw. Each feels unique and comes with upgrades, cool animations, and satisfying ways to kill. I love it because it is the one thing I want from a video game. Fun as hell, dude! Shooting enemies feels pretty good all the time. Headshots, dropping pianos on unsuspecting mice, blowing stuff up, melting them away, it all feels incredibly fun, which in my opinion is the most important part of a good boomer shooter. The next most important thing? Movement. Jumping around feels great, as do the abilities that come with it. Double jump, trampolines, hovering, grappling hooks, and more make moving around the map and traversing platforming obstacles feel awesome.
To grate some parm, watch the cheese melt, and hear the joyful squeaks of my dinner guests.
Next, and most obviously, the animations, visuals, and music in Mouse PI for Hire are impeccable. As we all expected, this rubber hose animation style mixed with jazzy original and unoriginal laws are so good you'll sometimes find yourself just admiring the world you're in. I also can't move on without mentioning Troy Baker's performance as Jack Pepper, which is as unbelievably good as we all expect from him nowadays.
Let me know if you have a stroke of genius, sport.
If I have a stroke, Cornelius, I'm calling the doctor, not you.
Yeah.
Thick, rough, like Gorgonzola picante slapped on a mozzarella platter.
But the guy pretended to be Harrison Ford perfectly like a year ago, so there's really nothing he can't do.
Start looking for a new job, I guess.
As for the story, it's a pretty average one that gets the job done. The devs took a lot of inspiration from the gameplay style, upgrades, and more of BioShock, but don't go in expecting a would you kindly level twist or insane storytelling. It's good and interesting enough that it's worth experiencing, and it'll keep you listening through funny and unique NPCs you find throughout.
Slather the melted cheese on my belly like this. And then you... like
What?
that.
I think those two like each other more than friends. One of the best reasons to follow the story, complete side quests, and exhaust every dialogue are the NPCs. Each one has its own backstory and reason to throw more cheese puns at you, which is amazing if you love cheesy puns like me, but terrible if you're an IGN employee.
See, Francesco's got a bit of a problem, huh?
Let me guess. Cheese.
A chunk like a
Jeez.
water, huh?
Now for the negatives, which were difficult to find for me, especially if you're a boomer shooter lover. First, the difficulty. I played through the game on the hardest difficulty, and it wasn't hard. Now, it's worth noting I've probably played more FPS games than most people, but I'm not exceptionally good at anything, so it isn't just my skill making it easy. I wish the hardest difficulty gave me more of a challenge. I found the easy and medium difficulties to be incredibly easy. Regular enemies die quickly with a headshot, and even more elite enemies are fairly easy to deal with, especially since a lack of ammo is generally never a problem. Boss fights can be a little more challenging, but once you figure most of them out, they should only take you an extra attempt or two at most. Next, my super nitpicky complaint, and this might be a me thing, is I wish the movement was used in combat arenas more. A perfect example of this, along with everything else in my opinion, is Doom Eternal. That game gives you options for movement during every fight, whether it's swinging, jumping, dashing, or whatever. And I think Mouse could have benefited from more of that. Typically there were few chances to use wall running or other movement abilities during combat, and it's mostly used as a traversal mechanic throughout the level pre or post combat. Again, this is more of a me problem, I think, because I love doing this type of movement during combat and many others may not. The devs probably didn't intend for these abilities to be used this way, which is perfectly fine. I just personally wish it was a bigger part of combat and not just for platforming. And again, this is a me thing, because I do have a video about Doom Eternal being the perfect video game. Overall, Mouse PI for Hire is an incredible game with action, story, comedy, beautiful animations and music, and so much cheese. There's cheese everywhere. Cheese. Gorgonzola, mozzarella, Gouda, cheddar. It's fantastic. I love cheese. Actually, there's so much cheese in this game, but I wish there was more. Add that to the list of negatives, not enough cheese. But it is awesome, and if you're into this type of FPS, it's certainly worth buying.
The days of peace, if we're lucky. Still, something tells me there are cheese strings out there yet to be unraveled.